This is my first time playing Minecraft. Ooh, that thing looks amazing. Punch it! Punch it! Punch it! Seriously, dude, what are you doing? Maybe, let's do this. Why would you attack me? Maybe I'll attack one of these guys. I don't understand. Punch me. Punch me. What do I do? What do I do? Let's go swim. This is really weird. What's going on? What's that? That's 10 hearts. Like some kind of alien monster? What the? No. Hi guys, this is BucketOCheeze playing Minecraft once again. So, as I showed in the intro, sort of, today I'm going to address the fact that some people that watch my videos or other videos or just play Minecraft in general might not know how to play the game at all. So, in this video series, I'm going to be going very slow and walking you through the somewhat basics of how to survive in a Minecraft world. We're going to be playing on survival mode, which is basically like the real life version, or you can also play in creative mode where you're invincible, you can build whatever you want to, stuff like that. But we're going to be playing survival mode because it's what you may not be able to know how to do. Creative's pretty simple. So, we're going to be playing on the peaceful difficulty because I don't want hostile mobs getting in the way while I showcase things. Eventually, we will go to that. So, in this video series, I am not saying that I am a Minecraft genius or that I know everything about Minecraft. Contradictory to that, I don't know a lot of things about Minecraft. If I ever go look at the Minecraft wiki, I learn new things all the time. If you're using this to try to figure out how to do redstone and command blocks, I might do some basic redstone, but that'll be later on into the series. Probably won't dabble in command blocks since you can't legitimately get them in survival mode. So, anyway, pretend I just spawned, well, I spawned in a tree, but you're in this world, and there's really, you don't really see anything to do. So, you may be wondering, what is all this stuff that comes up when I press the E button? Well, this is your inventory. You can place armor on these slots, you can craft in these, and the finished item comes out here. This is your inventory, and this is the hotbar in your inventory. The hotbar is the 9 slots that you can access without opening your inventory. You move between them by pressing the number keys at the top of your keyboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This row of hearts down here is your health, and the row of little food thingies, whatever they are, is your hunger. There's also another bar between that and the hotbar that shows you your XP. You can get XP by smelting things, killing things, anything like that, and you will be able to use that XP to enchant things, rename things, all kinds of stuff like that. But for now, we're not going to be doing any of that. The first thing you want to do when you start your Minecraft world is open your inventory. Now, you do this by pressing the E button. The way you move forward is pressing the W key, backwards is S, left is A, and right is D. So it's sort of like a little moving thing, WASD. Now, what we're going to be doing, I'm going to show you the controls and then I'll get started. Holding shift makes you crouch. When you're in crouch mode, you can't do certain things like jump, but you can, well, you can jump, but you're not as athletic when you're crouching, just like in real life. While you're crouching though, see, if I go on the edge of this block, I can't fall off. Now another thing you can do is sprint. The way you sprint is double clicking W and you walk faster. See, now I'm walking, now I'm sprinting. That gets you places faster, but it makes your hunger go away faster, just like in real life. You get hungry after you're really active. You can jump using the space bar, just like in a lot of games. You attack and brake with the left key, or the left mouse button. You interact with things, and if you have them, place blocks with the right click key. I'll showcase this with this piece of grass. See, I broke it with the left click, picked it up. Now I can place it with the right click, break it again, place it. But since you can't interact with that, then right clicking it right now does nothing. So I hope you understood that. Now what I'm going to do, by the way, those are wolves. They won't attack me unless I attack them, and I can tame them with bones, but I don't have any bones. So, you have this world. The first thing you want to do is try to find some trees. Luckily, we spawned in a forest biome. Biomes are sort of like what kind of land it is. There's forests, plains. There's really like almost 50, I think, but most of them are variations. There's deserts, snowy places. So I broke those pieces of wood. Now they took longer than the dirt because they're wood. Now once all the wood's gone, the leaves start to dissolve, or I can just punch them. Now I don't get the leaves, I would have to use shears for that. But sometimes saplings will drop like that. Now I can plant the saplings, and eventually they'll grow back into another tree. That way you can make tree farms and just keep expanding them. Or you can just replant stuff so that you don't waste the environment. You can also grow them faster using certain methods, but we're not going to be doing that since we don't have the tools yet. So, what we want to do is take this wood and put it in our crafting grid and make planks. Now, each piece of wood turns into 24 planks. We'll put that up there because we don't need it. So now what we can do is take these planks and make a crafting table or workbench. Now we can place the crafting table and right click it to interact with it. Now we have a 3x3 crafting grid rather than a 2x2. We can make more complex items now. We can make this with our regular one, but let's make some sticks. Doing that. Now let's take the 2 sticks, put them there, and put that there. That makes us a wooden axe. Now, the reason for tools is they help you mine materials faster. Pickaxes, well, you have to use a pickaxe. Well, you can break stone, but you won't get anything unless you use a pickaxe. Axes help you break wood better. Shovels help you break dirt faster, and swords do more damage than your fist, and hoes till dirt. So, also with the minerals you can mine with a pickaxe, it's more complicated because certain minerals you have to have a better pickaxe for it to give you anything. So with this axe, we're going to get some more trees, or wood. Now, we don't have to break all the leaves. They'll eventually dissolve. Once we get one, let's just use one of these to replant it. There we go, like so. That rhymes. So once we get this, we're going to make some wood. More wood. Let's leave one there. Now, a problem you may face is, well, first let's do this. There's a reason I left one oak wood. Let's take this, make a pickaxe, like a dwarf or something. Put that pickaxe right there. It's best to manage your inventory well. Oh, I didn't replace that one. It's best to manage your inventory well, especially when you're in combat, so that you're always ready. I like to put my pickaxe in the second slot, my sword in the first, axe here, shovel, sometimes hoe. Okay, so what we can do now, I guess we can go ahead and make a shovel to make digging faster. Don't want to make a button. Okay, so if you do find minerals, oh gosh, it's almost nighttime. Well, at nighttime monsters spawn, but since we're on peaceful moment, let's start digging, and the deeper we go, the better stuff we'll find. We should. That's weird. Oh, it's a cave. Well, let's stick to our little place right now. See, that's not stone. That's andesite. We're about to get to stone though. Andesite's a variant of stone, but you can't use it for stuff that we're trying to do. There's andesite, diorite, and granite. We keep running into a lot of this. Maybe we should go back to the cave. We don't really need andesite and diorite. No, it's a very low cave. Okay, so we can get some coal. See, that gives us XP to mine coal. Now, coal, you don't have to smelt it because it instantly breaks into coal. And not coal ore, which is what the block is. That's because coal is used to smelt things. So, if I made a stone pickaxe, which is what I would need to get iron ore, and then I went and mined some iron ore, I wouldn't instantly get an iron ingot. I would get iron ore. Now, I would use some sort of burnable material to smelt it into iron ingots. Now, iron ingots are what you use to actually make stuff. So, we're going to get this coal. Coal burns 8 items before it wears out, which is a lot better than some of the other things, like a stick. It takes 2 of them just to burn something. So coal's pretty valuable, and it gives us a lot of XP. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get stone tools in this, and then I think I'll conclude this episode. These are probably going to be shorter videos compared to my other ones. Probably 20 minutes would be the maximum. But basically, Minecraft is as if you're just dumped in this world and you have nothing, so you have to make something. It's basically reliving what I guess people in the past, before there were a bunch of civilizations, they just had to make their way. Oh, and sometimes oak trees, the leaves drop apples, so we got 2 apples. We haven't lost any of our hunger. See, once you fill up your bar of XP, it adds a number. That's your level of XP. It always uses levels to do stuff. So, we still didn't get cobblestone really though. Let's go back in here, down here. We need cobblestone. When you mine stone, it gives you cobblestone. That totally makes sense. And then if you want regular stone, you can smelt cobblestone and it'll turn back into stone. They once mentioned making it where everything but a furnace would need stone instead of cobblestone, so that the game would be harder. Because then you would have to smelt everything. You know that a lot more, but that would be pretty hard. A lot of servers. Well, there we go. Oh, by the way, there's different ways you can play the game. You can play single player, as I said, on creative or survival, or hardcore mode. Hardcore mode is where if you die, it won't let you back on the world. And there's also adventure mode, where you see I can break this dirt even though I'm not using a shovel. But in hardcore mode, adventure mode, I would have to have a shovel to break that. So basically the only way to get wood in the first place would be to lure a creeper, which is an exploding creature, in over here and then let him blow up and give me wood. But that's another thing for another time. I might do an adventure thing later. So what we're going to do is, nope, wrong thing, crafting table. So that's a furnace, by the way. That's what I was building. So let's take this and let's make us a stone pickaxe. Let's get all the stuff we don't need up here. Not really. You typically want to have food on your hotbar, especially if you're going to be running a lot, so it helps with that. So let's make gotta make sticks first. So let's do that. Oh, by the way you place stuff in the crafting table is left clicking. That's how you pick it up and place it. If you want to not individually place it, like I only have to right click one time and I can just move stuff. Well, I can just move stuff around and place as much as I can. You just hold right click, and that's basically how you do it. If that's too confusing, just tinker with it, and it's not that hard to figure out. So let's make that. If you have any extra tools like the wooden ones left over, just kind of save those. Nope, I did have sticks, just in case your things break and you still need to use stuff. They're not really that useful anymore once you get... Sorry, I keep messing up. Let's just make a bunch of sticks. Okay, so that's how you make a sword. Well, I should have made a wooden sword earlier to show it. So I've managed my inventory pretty good. Now, a cool thing you can do is pretend I have 2 wooden axes. By the way, the little green bar is the durability. Once it turns red and gets all the way down, your tool breaks and it just kind of disappears. But if I had 2 wooden axes and I put them beside each other, it would turn into one axe, but it would have the durability of both of them. That's a way to conserve inventory space and to make your stuff better. So the last thing I'm going to do is make a chest. Now, a chest is a block that you can store things in. It has its own little inventory, so I don't really need dirt or andesite or sticks or... Well, I'll just put the wooden tools in there. I don't really need coal. I'll just leave the stuff that I've managed in my inventory. Oh, there's another apple. So I have 3 apples in case I get hungry. I'm going to showcase the hunger. I'll be right back. I'm going to cut the video, run around a bunch till I need to eat an apple. By the way, I just remembered, in peaceful mode, you automatically regen health and hunger, so I switched it to easy mode for a minute. So I ate that apple and it refilled my hunger. Now if my hunger gets down to only 3 shanks, I guess it is, then I can't sprint. If it gets all the way down, then I start losing health pretty fast. Just like at the beginning you saw, if I'm in water, it adds an extra little bar of bubbles right above my shanks, and if they go all the way down while I'm underwater, then I start losing health about the same way, just faster. Now, that starts over if you come up to the surface for just a second. There's also an armor bar. Once I get some armor, I had on leather armor at the beginning in the intro. It goes above your health bar, and it makes you not take as much damage, and it breaks eventually. So, anyway, this has been a video. I think I'm going to call it a Noob's Guide to Minecraft. By the way, I'm not making fun of people calling them noobs. All that means is newbies or new players. So, I hope this has been informative. And if you want to see more and learn more from me, by the way, I'm still not saying that I'm smarter than you. I just kind of know how to play Minecraft. And please, whoa, that tree grew like crazy. Well, kind of covered up my mind, but it looks nice right there. Okay, anyway, goodbye. Please like and subscribe, and if you want to comment, suggest things for me to teach you about, but please don't be racist, say any cuss words, take the Lord's name in vain, threaten people, anything like that that you wouldn't want happen to you. So, goodbye. Please like, subscribe. Have a nice day.